So, there have been rumors circulating around the interwebs, and a bunch of people are saying, who is going to be the next James Bond? A lot of people were hoping, me included, that it was going to be Henry Cavill. Yes, Henry Cavill is a little older, and he's going to be playing, if he is and was cast as James Bond, it will be 10 years of his life, right? So he'll be playing maybe like 3 or 4, probably 4 Bond films. And I'm not sure how long Daniel Craig did it for. And then there was some ideas floating around that said that Idris Elba was going to be playing him. And then Idris Elba came out and said, I don't want to be known as the Black James Bond, which is great. That's an actual very, very good rebuttal. But between the black, whites, or Mexicans, I had no idea that James Bond would maybe potentially be Asian. Asian James Bond? Oh my god. Imagine. Da, 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 da. Hello, my name is James Bond. I hope you like my drink. Make sure you get what the drink again? No, I do not drink the shaken not stir. I do not drink that anymore. Maybe get me the hot tea. Give me hot green tea and maybe put a little bit of rice in there. Hot green tea with some rice is actually called genmai. Genmai cha is actually very good for you. So people call me Jamesy. It's a Bond. Jamesy Bond. And I'm gonna do to you what I do to everybody that make fun of me. I will stick my 2 inches inside your throat. And you will like it and you will enjoy it. Because I am Bond. Jamesy Bond. That's gonna be insane, bro. That's gonna be absolutely insane if they're gonna do an Asian James Bond. But Henry Golding did actually gave I guess you would say a rebuttal. So Henry Golding says James Bond should stay a white British man. Big W for Asian. Secret Asian man. Oh man, this is great. Another simple favor star doesn't think James Bond needs to be reimagined. Henry Golding's name has been tossed around for years as a possible next Bond. He's British, he's got the charm, and he's undeniably camera ready. But while the world debates who should step into Daniel Craig's shoes, Golding is stepping back from the idea that James Bond needs to be reimagined at all. So the thing is, I do not want James Bond to be black, Hispanic, Asian, Puerto Rican, or anything that's not British white. Okay? I think the best portrayal for me, my favorite portrayal of James Bond, of course, will always be Sean Connery. But immediately following that, Pierce Brosnan was amazing. He's amazing. He was in, I think GoldenEye is probably the best James Bond film because that's probably the only one I watched. No, I actually watched several of them, but I watched several like Connery ones. Several of the dudes that were like played in between Connery and Pierce. That one dude that played Bond once, I forgot already. My dad's a huge Bond fan. So if I told my dad, hey dad, did you know that James Bond might be Asian? He's like, huh? No way. Absolutely not, man. Why James Bond? James Bond should not be the Asian. James Bond need to be white guy. What the hell, man? He probably very good he's not gonna be good at driving. You give James Bond the nice fancy car, the very nice one, and then he immediately crashed the car. He's stupid. Why you give James Bond a car? Why you give Asian man James Bond? He's stupid. I don't like James Bond anymore. Like, that's how my dad will react to it. I don't want that shit, right? And I agree with my dad. He'll be like, well, James Bond should not be an Asian. He should be a white guy. But yeah, it's this is good. I'm glad that Henry Golding is actually saying what everyone has been thinking already. I don't think there should be a pressure to change the ethnicity of a character like Bond. I think sometimes it is good to pay justice to the source material and how Ian Fleming saw his idea of Bond. And right over here, Henry Golding says he shouldn't play James Bond because Bond should be white. That is true. It would be the cheapest James Bond. Hey, it's like MI6 is like we need to find a next James Bond, and what should we do? And then they're like, one Asian dude in the back. Hey, let me tell you something. What I have a good proposition for you. What we shall do is we need to go to the China. We need to go to the China, and then we look at maybe there's a big Asian boy. Maybe a bigger Asian boy over there, and we could hire the bigger Asian boy to be the new James Bond. His pee very small, so aerodynamic he swim very good. Very good swimmer. Asian, no hair. Slippery when wet. Asian dolphin. If you hire the black man, he might not be able to swim. But Asian man, very good. That's why the China during the Olympic, very so the swimmer. It's because we hired the 14-year-old swimmer diver, and they dive very good. But the James Bond, we get the very good one. Okay, get a good one, and then make sure that you bring him in, and then you show everybody, hey, we have a Chinese James Bond. But this guy not, maybe we don't like the small eye. Okay, I know that a lot of people in Hong Kong actually have the Filipino maid. The Filipino housekeeper. So you hire the Philippine people, hire the housekeeper son, and he could be the next James Bond. Okay? And you could pay him $2 an hour because he from sweatshop. Yeah, James, yeah. Instead of, maybe I give you best plan. Instead of James Wong, right? James Bond, we name him James Wong. Because two white don't make a Wong. It's no brainer. Sorry. Oh man. In other words, Bond should stay white and preferably British. If you ask former 007 Pierce Brosnan, speaking to Telegraph, Brosnan said it was a given that Craig's successor should be British. His comments came after Amazon took creative control of the franchise from longtime producers Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson. I lamented it, but it's been coming for some time, said Brosnan. However, Golding wasn't dismissive of the role. Far from it. Obviously, it's a privilege to be in any conversation for a property like that. He added, "Sign me up." But he also offered an alternative. There's plenty more characters in that universe to play and explore. He said, floating the idea that playing 008 instead of calling it a lucky Chinese number. Oh, yeah. If you guys don't know, 8 in Chinese, it sounds like fortune. That's why whenever you go to like a Chinese restaurant, the address, the phone number, or anything that they have in the store that has numbers in it, it always has to have an 8 is because it's lucky. Anything that has a 4 is not going to be good. Okay? But yeah, man. Yeah. How about instead of giving me 007, give me 008. Give me someone else. Someone really cool, right? It's a nuanced stance, especially in an industry obsessed with symbolic casting, and Golding isn't the only one pushing back on what some see as performative progress. At Cannes earlier this month, Halle Berry, herself a Bond girl in To Die Another Day, was asked whether James Bond should be a woman. Should ever be a woman. Oh, what the hell did she say? I don't know if 007 really should be a woman. I mean, in 2025, it's nice to say, oh, she should be a woman, but I don't really know if I think that's the right thing to do. One, based Halle Berry, that's the reason why I watched Swordfish, and that's the reason why I watch you have sex with what's the fucking the old man, fucking whatever his dick sucker is. Okay, I forgot his name already. But yes, Swordfish was a good movie. Very good movie, all right? Two amazing, great movies. And here's the thing, Halle Berry looks great now. She looks great in Die Another Day. So, yeah, man. Trans Bond is 2025 bigots? No! Let's see. Barry wasn't rejecting the idea of a strong female lead. She wanted Jinx, her NSA agent character, to get her own franchise. Billy Bob Thornton, thank you. And she wasn't alone in thinking that. Daniel Craig, Anna de Armas, and Gemma Arterton all made similar points. Don't retrofit Bond into a box he wasn't never meant to be in and write something new. That's really well put. Holy shit. Something made for women, not recycled from men. Man. Leftists is not gonna like to hear that. Leftists and progressives do not like that. Don't retrofit Bond into something that he was never meant to be. James Bond needs to be unapologetically a womanizer, and he needs to bang every hot girl in the movie. Because if he doesn't, he's a piece of shit. All right? We all know the James Bond. We watched James Bond before. We like all the hot girls. All right? He even got a hold of a Michelle Yeoh. Man, he took a trip to Chinatown. But anyways, I think that if they cast Henry Golding as Bond, I think it's going to be a huge miscast, and I think he should reject the fact that that he should be cast at that. He should be 008. He should be maybe some sort of math teacher or something. Look, I don't know, man, but hopefully we don't get an Asian James Bond. Just stick to the script. All right, white James Bond. That's all there is. It's simple. It's easy. And if you want to make money, if you want the James Bond fans to come back, you do this one correctly. Do not cater. Do not bend the knee to any of these losers and these progressives and these leftist people and these woke people. All right? Make a James Bond movie that we want to see. Badass, cool tech, gets all the girls. That's it. So simple. Even a monkey can do it.